What's up, team? Today we're going to do a little master class on presentation clocks. So you can see here on the screen, I've got this clock window open and I've got this message window open. I'm going to go ahead and close those and start from the top. So if you have done any type of presentation work for us or with us, you kind of know basically it's running slides. You click on the slide, it comes up, and you can see there that I've got it on the screens up at the top in the control room. So you can see every time I click on a slide, if you see my mouse arrow down there on the computer screen, I'm waving it around right now by the small group slide. I click on it, small groups comes up on the screens, and if the program director has the settings correct, that's what you'll see out in the auditorium on the projector screens and all the proscenium monitors in the lobby or wherever else. And this basically works the same way over in Fireside. I click on a slide, it's going to come up on the screens. So here in the control room, you can see that whenever I click on something, it's up there on the main screens. Okay. So what we really want to talk about today is setting the clocks. Okay. And so what does that mean? Well, we use clocks in a couple of different ways in presentation. One of the ways that we use clocks is to count down to when the service starts. So over here on my presentation, I'm going to zoom in real close. You'll see there's a couple of different menus at the top of the screen here, at the top of the application. One of them is called messages, okay? Open message and timers. So I'm going to click on that and you'll see I get a little pop-up window that comes up, all right? Now, if I hit this drop down, it gives me a couple of different options. What I want to do is hit the one countdown. You can see that I've set the time for 2 o'clock. We could set the time for whatever time we want just by clicking on it like I did right there. And then just using my keyboard, I'm going to make it 2:05 p.m. And it's really important after you put the time in, you hit enter. Okay? You'll see it highlight in blue. Okay? Now if I go over here to this little reset button, you'll see that the time will probably change. Let's try it. Okay? And then I'll hit start. There. Now you can see we have an hour and 19 minutes and 53, 52, 51 seconds until it gets to 2:05 p.m. It's another thing important to know that you'll see this little icon. They actually have 3 different options here for the countdown timer. And so what we're using is count down to time because we want the timer to count down to 2:05. Now, I'm going to back out a little bit so you can see the screens here on the control room wall. If I hit this button right here called show message, okay, what that's going to do, I'm going to hit it right now. Now you can see that the timer went up on the bottom right hand corner of the screens. So if this slide was out there on the projector right now, or on any of the TVs that the program director has it routed to, you'll see that the timer is up. And if I want to take the timer down, I'll simply hit hide. So let's just, pretend like this countdown, it's down to 0. Service is about to start. Presentation operator, and again, you can see right there where my mouse arrow is, would go hide, and it just simply takes the time down. So that's one of the countdown timers that we use. Okay. The other one that we use is actually never seen by people that attend the church. It's only on the confidence monitor. Okay. So I'm going to close out of this one called messages. And what I want to do real quick is I want to point out here in the control room that this one screen right here, I'm going to zoom up real close to it. What you're looking at right here, this is the stage display is what ProPresenter calls it. We call it a confidence monitor. Okay. I took the little label off. Normally it'll say stage display right here at the bottom, but I took it off so you could see the different countdowns that we use, okay? So right now it's 12:47 p.m. So that timer, that's the actual clock, okay? It's hard to see on the screen here, but that's the clock. And then these are 2 different timers that we use. And what that does is it's going to let the band and it's going to let the communicators know, if somebody's up there teaching or doing announcements, whatever the case may be, it's going to let them know how much time they have before their time runs out, okay? There's a couple of ways we could do this. We used to use Planning Center Live all the time. We still do for the pastor's message. That's another master's class we'll talk about. But for today, to wrap this up, what we're going to do is we're going to click on clocks right there. And you'll see I get another screen that pops up, okay? So to kind of make this a little bit more easier to understand what we're doing, let's go ahead and click on a lyric slide here. And let me close this. Let's go to Love Has Found Us, if ProPresenter will cooperate with me here. Okay, so here's our lyrics, okay? I'm just going to click on one, and you can see now on the stage display right there, you can see that the lyrics are up. It shows the band the current lyric that they're on, and it shows them the next lyric that's coming up, okay? All right, now what we're going to do is go back here and click on clocks. You're going to see this little pop-up come up, okay? Now, let me adjust the lighting level here. There we go. It's a little better, I think. So there's 3 different clocks. One's called service. Let me see if I can get this a little darker. There we go. That should be better. Okay, this one's here, service, and then you got up to message. You'll notice that this total service time is 65 minutes, okay? And then up to message, that's right now it's 29 minutes. It's gonna vary between 27 and 28, 29 minutes, okay? This first countdown timer is the same one that was on messages. So if I click on messages, you'll see that 2:05, and you'll see 2:05 here, okay? So we're not as concerned with the first countdown timer because we can control that one from up there. What I'm really focused on here is the one that says service and the one that says up to message. And over in Fireside, again, it's very, very similar, okay? So I've got this set. Service time total is 65 minutes. Up to message. So in other words, from the time the service starts up into when the teacher starts teaching the message, or I should say really up to the video opener of the message opener, there's 29 minutes. That means all of the worship, the greeting, the offering, the ministry moment, video announcements, verbal announcements, if there's communion, dedication, baptism, all of that happens within the first 29 minutes of service. So what I'm going to do here is I've got my time set. I'm going to hit reset all, and I'm going to hit start all, okay? So now you'll see I've got a countdown timer counting down 65 minutes, and this one's counting down from 29 minutes. And now you'll also see here too that on my stage display, or confidence monitor as we call it, the countdowns have started. So you'll see there that that one right there is the 65-minute countdown. That one was the 29-minute countdown. And that is how our countdowns work. If you have any questions about that, let me know, or one of the production staff here at the church. And I hope you guys learned a little bit from this today. Talk to you soon.